I recently launched 4 cold email campaigns, and in just 8 working days, I was able to schedule 80 qualified appointments for myself. And in these campaigns, I used a list of 13,000 prospects in total, and I received average reply rate of 3%. These campaigns gave me 131 interested replies, which converted into 80 qualified meetings. And I used 598 email accounts, which were created on 98 domains. And I was also able to achieve 98% deliverability from start to finish. And when I say these were qualified appointments, I don't mean random people coming on calls and just interviewing me, asking me if I'm the right fit for them or not. It's actually a flip of that. These people actually consider me to be an expert in what I do. That is how I set up my funnel. And instead of me just telling you about it, let me quickly show you how that looks like in practice. But before I do that, this is how my calendar generally looks like these days for the past few weeks and for the next few weeks as well. Obviously, I have to blur this because I cannot share the confidential details, but this will give you a pretty good idea of how the calendar generally looks like. So this is how my scheduling page looks like. As you can see on the left side, there is a menu from where they can select a date and time, pretty standard. But on the right side, you can see there is description of what I do. And below the description, there is a video of myself where I explain what the call is going to be like. I set the right expectations so that whoever gets on the call with me, they are very aware of what the expectations are, mine and theirs. So there are no surprises. And at the bottom, there are also the social media profiles I've connected so that they can check out my work, watch a few videos, and convince themselves that I'm the right person to work with them. So this is the first layer of qualification that I do. Next is that whenever somebody selects a date and time, they have to answer a few questions. So it's not like they just select a date and time and I will be available to talk to them. So they have to share their name, they have to share their work email address, they have to share their phone number, they have to share their company website, they have to share their LinkedIn profile URL, they have to answer a question where I ask them, what motivated you to schedule this call? What do you need help with? And this gives me insights about what their needs and pain points are so that I can prepare for the call accordingly. And then I also ask them, how many sales reps do you want qualified appointments for? And then towards the end, I make them check these 2 boxes. The first one is, by booking, you commit to attending this call on time. If you need to reschedule, you'll do so at least 12 hours in advance. So that if they schedule a call with me, they are booking time with me and they have to respect that. And they have to confirm to me that they are going to show up on the call. That is how I'm able to keep the no-show rate as low as possible. Over the last few days, all the appointments that I have attended, only 10% of those have been no-show. I have 90% show-up rate. And there are multiple strategies that I use, and I'll show you all of those as we progress through this. The second checkbox is, I'll review your answers before confirming this call. If it's not a fit, I'll cancel. I also reserve the right to decline after the call. I only take on clients I can genuinely help. So this is to set the expectations with them that even if you answer these questions and you get on a call with me, that does not guarantee that I am going to work with you because my time is important and you are the one looking for help. So this is how I set up my funnel. Do you see the levels of qualification? These are the appointments that I was able to schedule for myself using cold emails. Let me quickly show you the domains that I have. So as you can see, I have 100 domains. Again, I have to blur the names, but you can see I have 100 domains. This is how my campaigns look like. So this is where you can see all the prospects in these 4 campaigns. And these are where the interested replies show up. And I'll also show you the senders, which is actually how many email accounts I have. So you can see here, I have 598 email accounts in total that I use for this campaign. As we progress through this series, here is my promise to you. All you have to do is just copy what I'm doing. I'm going to explain everything to you. And one thing you have to keep in mind is that this system is 90% automated by AI. You don't have to guess anything as you progress through this course. I'm going to share everything with you. How I structured the campaign, what was my thought process behind that, and everything in between. And this is suitable for newbies and non-technical people as well, because again, 90% of the work will be done for you by AI. And I will also help you set that up. All you have to do is just follow the instructions and you'll be good to go. This will help you build a fully functioning lead gen system. Once the series is complete, you will have the system that you can use forever. You don't have to rely on anyone else. You can definitely ask me questions and I'll be more than happy to help you. But generally, I see that a lot of companies face this problem that they have to figure stuff out. What lead generation process or method should we choose? Is this going to work? What is the budget? All of those questions that people are troubled with, you will not have to face any of those problems because I will help you solve each and every one of those problems, answer all of your questions, and give you a clear picture of how lead generation actually works like. Who is this series for? This series that I'm creating is actually for B2B companies selling to other businesses. This is not for B2C businesses. This is also for founders and sales leaders who have sales reps reporting to them. You can use the system to fill up their calendar with qualified appointments. And if you are a sales leader as well, like I have been for many years in my life, then this will be fruitful for you as well, because you can set the system up and you will help your team achieve their quota. They'll no longer have to struggle with achieving their targets because the leads were bad. I know that's a big pain point. I have been a sales leader for many years in my life. This is also for any team that is looking for qualified B2B appointments. And this is for those companies, and this is very important. This is for those companies who are ready to invest in lead gen systems. So my goal in this series will be to help you set up a lead gen system that requires lowest amount of investment, but the investment is going to be there. You will have to purchase the AI tools, you will have to invest in data, but you have to think in terms of ROI. So think of it like a slot machine. I've never been to a casino myself, but if you know what slot machines are, so you put $1 in, you hit the slot machine and it gives you $3 back every time. Imagine if there was a slot machine like that. How many times will you hit that slot machine? So think like that. So this is like that slot machine where each time you put $1 in, you can make $3, $5, $10 back. And when you get good at it, and depending on what is your average deal size, you can also make $20, $50 back. It depends on what type of business you're running. But think in the terms of ROI. If you're not looking to invest in lead gen system, then again, you can close this and watch something else. So like I mentioned, this is not for B2C. This is not a get rich quick scheme. So it's not like I'm going to teach you a setup and you will just get rich tomorrow and you'll have like a month's worth of appointments scheduled for yourself, people looking to pay you money. That it doesn't work like that. There are a lot of factors in place that you have to understand, and you have to be willing to keep the system active for at least 3 months. But again, that is a poor mindset. Your goal should be to learn this system, understand the logic, and then build the system so that you can keep it running month after month. So 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, because it is going to be a cash cow for you. It is going to give you qualified appointments. Your goal should not be to set up a system and then shut it down in 3 months, because if you're planning on doing that, then you're not running a good business in the first place. So think in terms of how long you can keep the lead gen campaigns running, because your market, if it's a big market, you need to be able to reach out to them, and that takes months. And you don't know how the market is going to respond to the offers that you're going to put out into the marketplace. But we'll talk about all the details as we progress through this. For now, you need to understand that you need to have a mindset that first understand everything, make sure things make sense to you so that all of your questions are answered. And then when you're fully committed and fully invested emotionally and physically, then go ahead and make financial investment, set the system up and keep it running. And I'll explain more as you progress through this. Now, let me explain what the series is going to cover for you. So in this series, I'm going to teach you how you can plan the budget. So I told you about ROI. I'm going to teach you how you can plan your budget in a way that ensures that you get an ROI. If I'm able to schedule appointments for myself and I can do it whenever I want, you can do that as well. I didn't build something that is so unique that I probably have Aladdin's genie and I rub the lantern and the genie comes out and he schedules the appointment. I'm just following basic marketing logic, and you can do that as well for yourself, and you'll understand what that is as we progress. It will also teach you about the infrastructure. I'll teach you what sequencer to use, where to buy the domains from, where to buy the email accounts from, how to set this up so that you can keep it running for the long time. I'll also teach you the campaign creation system. This is where AI really kicks in. You don't actually have to figure anything out. AI will take care of everything, but you will have to obviously operate the AI, because AI needs operator. And I'll teach you how to be a good operator. It's very easy, don't worry. It's nothing technical. It's very self-explanatory. I'll teach you how to build the lead list of qualified leads. So those qualified people who are looking for services that you are offering, I'll teach you how to build that lead list, and I'll teach you how to filter the lead list before using that in your campaign so that you can also get 3%, 4%, 5% reply rate. It's very important to understand that. And I'll teach you how to launch and optimize the campaign so that once it's running, you can analyze what type of results you're getting and you can analyze how to improve those results over time. Let me tell you how you can use this series. So first option is that you can build the system for yourself. This is for those people who want to have a system, who want to build it themselves, who don't want to hire anybody, no marketing agencies, no SDRs, nothing. So you can build it yourself. I recommend build it in just one sitting. You're watching this video right now, just build the system right now before doing anything else. It's just going to take you very short amount of time, and you will have a complete understanding of how everything works. Every piece of information is going to be in this series. All you have to do is just follow the basic instructions. If you can do that, then you're good to go. And let's just say along the way you need help. I'm not going to leave you high and dry. So I'm going to leave my LinkedIn profile link below. You can connect with me, and anytime you have any questions, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. Or I will also leave the scheduling link below, the one that I just showed you. So you can click on that and you can schedule a call with me, and I will be more than happy to answer any of your questions that you may have. Second option, so this is the option for those people who actually want to build the system. But there are obviously those people as well who wouldn't want to build the system. Their goal would be to understand how this works, and eventually they would want to hire somebody, probably me, because you are learning from me, to build the system for them. So if you are one of those people, then you do not have to build this for yourself, but you should still watch this series from start to finish, because it will give you a complete understanding of how everything works. And then you can go ahead and schedule the call. Again, the link will be in the description, and I will build everything for you. In the next video, I'm going to talk about myself before I start talking about system. And it's important for you to learn who I am and what I have accomplished in my career. That is the only video in this series that is going to be about me and not about you. This will give you confidence on why you should listen to me. And this will give you understanding that if you're listening to me, I'm giving the right advice. If you don't have trust on me, you will not complete the series and you will not implement what I'm teaching you, and eventually you will just not follow through with all the requirements of the system. So in the next video, I'm going to share a little bit about myself, how I was able to build the system, and how I was able to achieve everything that I have achieved and I'm still achieving today, and I plan to achieve in the future. So subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.